What's going on YouTube? Today we're going to be doing something a little different. We've been doing team analysis videos every day for a little bit now, and I thought, we still got a little bit of time before the season comes. So why not do something, like kind of fun in between those videos? We'll do some more stuff like rankings. I'm thinking, maybe top 10 players at each position all time, stuff like that. Just the stuff to get the controversy stirring. But today we're going to be doing Can You Name Every Player in the 2021 NFL Draft. This was the first draft class that I truly paid attention to and knew a lot of the players. So we're going to be going in, see how many I can name, 259 in total. Without further ado, let's get started. So obviously, first pick of the draft was Trevor Lawrence, which I can't spell. So you had Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson. First round, I expect to get everyone, obviously. You had Trey Lance, Kyle Pitts, Jamar Chase, obviously, Waddle to the Dolphins, Sewell to the Lions. The Panthers would take Horn, and the Broncos right after would take Patrick Surtain. Then after that, Devontae Smith to the Eagles, Justin Fields to the Bears, Micah Parsons to the Cowboys, Rashawn Slater to the Chargers. Jets would take Elijah Vera Tucker. Patriots would get Steele with Mac Jones right there. We also get Ernest Jones and Patrick Jones. Cardinals would take Zaven Collins. Leatherwood would be a huge reach on the Raiders' part there. Edge out of Miami, that would of course be Jalen Phillips to the Dolphins. Washington football team would take Jonathan Davis. Wide receiver to the Giants at 20, that's Tony. Defensive end out of Michigan, Quiddy Pay. Titans, Farley. Vikings would get a big steal with Christian Darrisaw there at 23. Oh, there we go. Christian Darrisaw there at 23, if I can spell correctly. Steelers would take Najee Harris, and Etienne would go right after him. Then the Browns would take Greg Newsome. Ravens would take Bateman. Saints would take Turner, big reach in the first round. Packers would go Eric Stokes. Bills would take Rousseau. Ravens would take Odafe Owe, and the Buccaneers to end off the first round would take Joe Tryon. Now heading into the second round, Jaguars corner, that's going to be Campbell. Oh, we got Jalen Camp there for the Jaguars. Campbell, Jets wide receiver, Elijah Moore. Obviously, we got a few other Moores there. Broncos running back, North Carolina. Obviously, that is Javonte Williams. Safety out of Oregon, Javon Holland. Center out of Alabama, Landon Dickerson. Defensive tackle from Alabama, Barmore. Heck of a steal there for the Patriots. Bears would take Tevin Jenkins. Don't know why it keeps clicking off. There we go. Tevin Jenkins. Safety at UCF, that's going to be Richie Grant. Lions, defensive tackle, Washington, Levi Onwuzurike. Offensive tackle out of Notre Dame, Eichenberg. Safety out of TCU, Siobhan Merrig. You can still say Morig to this day for some reason. Merrig. That would be Kelvin Joseph to the Cowboys in the second round. Jaguars would also take Walker Little. Not Walker, just Little. In the second round, Bengals would take Jackson Carman out of Clemson. Cornerback out of Florida State, Asante Samuel was a big steal for the Chargers there. 49ers would take Aaron Banks, big reach in my opinion. Edge out of Georgia to the Giants is Azeez Ojulari, my top guy in the class last year. Ojulari. Washington football team, tackle out of Texas would obviously be Samuel Cosmi. Linebacker to Notre Dame, big steal there for the it's Cora Moa. Big steal there, obviously, for the Browns. Titans would pick up Dylan Redunz to replace Isaiah Wilson on the right side. Colts would take Odeyingbo. Oh, come on. Odeyingbo to put us across from Quiddy Pay for the future. Steelers would take Pratt Freiermuth. With that pick, Seahawks would pick up Dwayne Eskridge. Wide receiver Louis Will. Tutu Atwell. Big reach in my opinion. Chiefs would pick up Nick Bolton. Panthers would pick up was it Austin Watkins? No, it wasn't not Austin Watkins. Wide receiver out of LSU. Marshall. I'm thinking of the guy out of Marshall. I'm thinking of the guy at Auburn. Linebacker at Ohio State, that would be Pete Werner to the Saints. Defensive end out of Wake Forest, Boogie Basham. Bills focused on that pass rush in the first 2 rounds. Packers would pick up Josh Myers out of Ohio State. Oklahoma would be Creed Humphrey, back-to-back centers taken. Buccaneers would take Trask. Spoiler alert, I love Kyle Trask. Safety out of Syracuse to the Jaguars, Andre Cisco. Quarterback out of Texas A&M, Kellen Mond. Quarterback out of Stanford, Davis Mills. Tackle out of Michigan, Mayfield. Edge out of Texas, big steal, although I didn't think it was the best pick in the world, Joseph Asai to the Bengals. Tackle out of BYU to the Panthers, that's going to be Brady Christian, if it'll let me type it in, Christensen. Cornerback out of UCF to the Giants, that's going to be Aaron Robinson. Lions, another defensive tackle, that would be Alim McNeil, if it'll stop clicking off for me. Alim McNeil. We already got Milton Williams. Quarterback out of Minnesota to Washington. That would be St. Juiced. I can spell it correctly. Defensive tackle UCLA. That would be Odigizua. How do you spell Odigizua? Odigizua. Oh, come on. I know how to spell this. Come on. Oh, okay. We're gonna have to look up. Odigizua. Gotcha. Odigizua. There you go. Osa Odigizua to the Cowboys. Saints, cornerback at Stanford, that would be Paulson Adebo. Not Abibo. Adebo. Chargers wide receiver at Tennessee, that would be Palmer. Vikings linebacker North Carolina, his brother Chad Surratt. Raiders edge out of Buffalo, Malcolm Kuntz, big reach on their part. Raiders safety out of Virginia Tech, that would be Divine Diablo. Tight end at Boston College to the Dolphins, Hunter Long. Wide receiver out of North Carolina to Washington, that would be Diami Brown. We get a few other Browns there as well. Panthers, tight end, Tommy Tremble. Nice pick on their part. Cowboys defensive end out of Iowa. Ooh. First one that's going to challenge me a bit. Cowboys defensive end out of Iowa. Let's come back to that one. Not quite sure on that one. Wide receiver to Clemson for the Packers. That was back-to-back picks here, a little challenging. I know who it is. I'm just struggling to remember his name. It was what was his name? Amari Rodgers, of course. Let me see. Amari Rodgers. Steelers guard Kendrick Green. Loved that pick. Oh wow, it just keeps clicking off for me. Kendrick Green, love that pick. Anyways, moving on, back up here to the board. 49ers took a running back. That would be Trey Sermon. Nico Collins, Patrick Jones. Wide receiver of Auburn to the Browns. That would be Watkins, I believe. No, not Watkins. What was his name? Wide receiver out of Auburn. That was... who was that? We'll have to come back to that one as well. Linebacker Georgia to the Titans, Monty Rice. Spencer Brown already. Ravens guard out of Georgia, that would be Ben Cleveland. Buccaneers took a tackle, Robert Hainsey out of Notre Dame. Patriots got Ronnie Perkins, really focused on that pass rush as well. Chargers tight end, they took Trey McKitty, nice little pick for them there. Broncos would take Quinn Miners. Cowboys cornerback out of Oregon State, that would be Deshaun Wright, really bad pick. Titans took a cornerback out of Washington, and that was Elijah Molden. Lions cornerback out of Syracuse. Cornerback, that was Melifonwu, wasn't it? Yes, Melifonwu, Fitu Melifonwu. 49ers take a cornerback out of Michigan. 4 cornerbacks in a row, and one out of Michigan to the 49ers. Would have to come back to that one. Already got Ernest Jones, and then another cornerback out of SMU to the Ravens. That's another one we're going to have to come back to later. Linebacker to Ohio State to the Broncos, that would be Baron Browning. Defensive tackle out of USC to the Jaguars, J2 Fele. Running back to the Jets, that would be Michael Carter. Falcons took cornerback out of San Diego State, that'd be Darren Hall, another big reach in this draft class. Wide receiver out of Louisville to the Titans, that'd be Des Fitzpatrick. Tackle out of Cincinnati to the Browns, that'd be James Hudson. And an edge out of Tulane to the Bengals, that would be Cameron Sample. Purdue linebacker to the Lions, that would be Derek Barnes. Center out of Stanford to the Falcons. Ooh, was it Dahlman? Yes, Drew Dahlman. Linebacker LSU to the Cowboys. Jabril Cox. Love me some Jabril Cox. Edge out of Duke to the Chargers. That would be Chris Rumpf. Running back out of Iowa State to the Vikings. Ooh, I know who it is. It's he has a weird name. What was it? I know who it is. I wouldn't. I know his name when I see it, but I couldn't do it here. I'm not going to look it up because I feel like I'd be cheating in this case. I don't really know the name. I just know who it is. But Stevenson, running back to there was a Stevens down there. Stevenson, Roger Stevenson to, and then another Stevenson up here to the Patriots. Jordan Smith already got him to the Jaguars. Defensive tackle out of LSU to the Bengals. That would be big boy out of LSU. Big body guy. That was, I know his name. Tyler Shelvin out of LSU. Quarterback Texas Tech to the Eagles. That was, I really struggle with these cornerbacks late, like after the second round. Out of Texas Tech to the Eagles, another pick we're gonna have to come back to. 10 out of Boise State, John Bates to Washington. Vikings cornerback out of California. Ooh, who is that? Another one we're gonna have to come back to. Running back Oklahoma State to the Panthers, Chuba Hubbard. Tight end out of SMU to the Colts, that was Kylen Granson. Kylen Granson. Wide receiver North Texas to the Buccaneers, Darden, the kid that everybody loved towards the end of the draft process. Cornerback out of Central Arkansas to the Rams, that would be Robert Rochelle. We got Quincy Roche up there. Robert Rochelle. Ravens wide receiver out of Oklahoma State, Tylan Wallace, dude with a ton of potential. Great pick up there for them. Defensive tackle out of Ohio State to the Browns, Tommy Togiai. Quarterback out of Notre Dame to the Saints, Ian Book. Defensive end of Pittsburgh to the Titans, that would be Rashad Weaver. We got Trey Brown, Mark Wilson, Deontay Smith, Jacob Harris. Offensive tackle out of Marshall to the Cowboys. That would be Josh Ball. Linebacker out of Texas A&M to the Steelers. Wasn't it Buddy Johnson? Yeah, Buddy Johnson. We also got Patrick Johnson. Guard out of Mississippi to the Packers. Guard out of Mississippi to the Packers. I think I know who this is, but I don't know who this is. We're going to have to come back to that pick. Safety out of Missouri to the Raiders, that would be Tyree Gillespie. Defensive end out of Florida State to the Chiefs, that would be, who was that? He had a weird name, I think. We'll come back to that one as well. Tight end out of Ohio State to the Jaguars, Luke Farrell. Safety out of Auburn to the Jets, that would be Jamie Sherwood. Tight end out of Miami, Florida, I don't know what it says that. Brevin Jordan, that was one of the best deals in the draft for the Texans. Defensive tackle out of Texas to the Falcons. Could not tell you. Kicker out of Florida to the Bengals. What was his name? The one kicker taken in the draft, and don't remember his name. Running back out of Memphis to the Eagles. That's going to be Kenny Gainwell. Guard out of Missouri again to the Bears. This one would have been, I don't know. I guess I just don't know guards out of Mississippi for some reason. Or Missouri. Safety at Texas for the Broncos. That would be Caden Stearns. Tony Fields, Michael Carter. Jalen Moore. Steelers defensive end out of Wisconsin. That would be Isaiah Loudermilk. Another big reach. Vikings wide receiver out of Iowa. Not quite sure. Defensive tackle out of Iowa to the Panthers. That would be Davion Nixon. We also get Trey Nixon. Tackle out of Nebraska to the Chargers. Not quite sure on that one. Quarterback out of Ohio State, Sean Wade, took a big fell in the draft process because we found out he could not play on the outside. Miami tackle to the Bills. Who was that? Yeah, I couldn't remember that one. Tight end out of Duke to the Chiefs. That was. Who was who's the new tight end on the Chiefs? That's Let's come back to him as well. Safety at Cincinnati to the Washington football team. We're having a bad stretch here. Safety out of Cincinnati to Washington. That's Well, we'll come back to that one as well. Jamar Johnson, Sean Davis, cornerback out of Washington to the Panthers. We were having a bad stretch here. Cornerback out of Illinois to the Raiders. I'm sure I know some of these players. I'm just forgetting their name right now. Tight end out of Central Missouri to the Vikings. Safety out of Georgia to the Browns. Okay, I know that one. That's Richard LeCount. Texans linebacker to TCU. That's Garrett Wall. Okay, now we're getting back into it. Edge out of Notre Dame to the Ravens. That is... Ooh. I know that player's well. I just can't remember his name. Cornerback out of Oregon to the 49ers. Not sure on that one. Defensive tackle out of Florida to the Packers. That's a Slayton. How do you spell it? To Daryl Slayton. All right, moving on. We got to start picking up the pace. We got 5 minutes left. Jets. Cornerback out of Pittsburgh. Was that Ambry Thomas? Yes. No, it wasn't Ambry Thomas. We got someone Thomas. Ambry Thomas was the 49ers corner out of Michigan. I got you. Okay, well, in that case, Jets. Cornerback out of Pittsburgh. Not sure. Was it Avery? Something Avery, maybe? No, I'm just thinking of Avery Williams right there. Never mind. Well, in that case, linebacker at Auburn to the Buccaneers. Could not tell you. Linebacker to Michigan to the Patriots. That's going to be McGrone. Packers cornerback out of Appalachian State. Don't know. Cowboys wide receiver out of Stanford. Don't know. 49ers safety out of USC. That's going to be Hufanga. Hufanga. I can't spell. All right, 4 minutes left. Wide receiver out of Clemson to the Chiefs. Oh, what is his name? Oh, what's his name? It's we'll have to come back to that one. I know his name. Defensive end of Notre Dame to the Falcons. That how do you spell his name? Ogundeji? Yeah, there you go. Out of Kungo Ogundeji. Fullback out of Michigan. Couldn't tell you. Linebacker out of Iowa to the Chargers. I should know that one, but I don't. Safety out of Florida State to the Jets. Nasir Eldin. Nasir Eldin. There we go. Wide receiver out of Arizona State to the Falcons. Not sure. Safety out of Missouri to the Patriots. Don't know. Defensive tackle to USC. That's going to be. What's his name? We're struggling here in the stretch. We'll pull together though. Isn't it like Tui? Marlon Tui something. Tui Polotu? No, it's not. Okay, we'll have to skip that one for right now. I know who that is, though. Center out of Georgia to the Bengals. Defensive end out of Coastal Carolina to the Eagles. Is that Teron Jackson? Yep, Teron Jackson. Defensive tackle out of Kentucky to the Cowboys. Running back out of Louisiana to the 49ers. Defensive tackle out of Arizona to the Texans. Running back out of Arizona to the Giants. Tackle out of Colorado to the Patriots. Ooh, bad stretch here. Running back out of Missouri to the Chargers. I think what was his name? We still got 2.5 minutes, so we're going to have some time to come back to some of these guys. Defensive tackle out of Pittsburgh to the Vikings. Jalen Twyman. Running back out of Kentucky to the Jets. Running back out of Michigan to the Bengals. Chris Evans. Not the movie star. Wide receiver out of LSU to the Titans. Not quite sure. Tackle out of Kentucky to the Saints. Not quite sure. Tackle out of Florida. That's Stone Forsythe. Edge out of Duke to the Cardinals. Not sure who the other Duke guy was. Or was that Dimukiji? That was Dimukiji. Yeah, Victor Dimukiji. Wide receiver out of UCLA to the Browns. That's Dimitri Felton, even though he's a running back. Safety out of Pittsburgh to the Bills. Was that Ford went undrafted? Yeah, Paris Ford went undrafted. That's again, we'll have to come back to it. Quarterback out of Wisconsin to the Bills. Guard out of Wisconsin to the Packers. Safety out of Oregon to the Titans. Running back out of Virginia Tech to the Bears. Quarterback out of Texas, that's Elinger. Linebacker out of Boston College to the Packers. I know his name. I thought I knew his name. That one's going to make me mad when I see that. Long snapper, that was a Fletcher something. Thomas Fletcher. Quarterback of UCF to the Cardinals. We're struggling here. Long snapper, don't know. Cornerback out of South Carolina. We're just going to have to try to go with the ones that we know here. Center out of Pittsburgh. Tackle out of UMass. Defensive tackle Kentucky. Running back out of Maryland. That's, don't remember his name. Kansas State defensive end. Is that White Hubert? Yeah, White Hubert. Guard out of Texas Tech. Cornerback at LSU, Vincent. Kerry Vincent. Oh, come on. Guard out of Nebraska. Defensive end of Ohio State for the Broncos. That's Cooper Spencer. Just came to mind too. Baylor. Safety out of Georgia. Probably know his name, but I'm hurrying. Safety out of Cincinnati. Running back out of Cincinnati. Cornerback out of Oklahoma. Is that Shakur Brown? No, he went undrafted. Didn't he? No, yeah, he went undrafted. We're going fast. Daz Newsome. We already got Newsome. Stewart was Mr. Relevant. Jamar Jefferson. And we didn't get him. All right, let me go over the ones we missed. I'm going to be mad with a lot of these ones, aren't I? Oh, boy. Okay, so starting off, the first player we missed, Chauncey Golston. Of course. How did I miss Chauncey Golston to the Cowboys? Duh, I just did their deep dive, too. Anthony Schwartz, that's who I was thinking of out of Auburn. I could not think of his name. Brandon Stevens, honestly, probably one I wouldn't have gotten. Nwangwu, I'll have to remember that name. That's a weird name for the Vikings running back there. McPherson, the two McPherson dudes, they came out, forgot about them. Cameron Bynum was the one guy I was thinking of, Bynum. We had a nice stretch there. Royce Newman was the guy I was forgetting, the guard out of Mississippi. Joshua Kando, that was his name. He had kind of a weird name. Taquan Graham, probably not one I've gotten. The other McPherson guy, that was the kicker. Larry Borum, they list him as a guard here. That's why he's a tackle. I don't think of him as a guard. Smith Marset would not have gotten. Braden James would not have gotten. Tommy Doyle should have gotten that one. Noah Gray was his name. Derek Forrest for Washington. Wouldn't have gotten Keith Taylor. Nate Hobbs to the Raiders, obviously. Zach Davidson. Dalen Hayes. Would not have got Lenore. Here's where I'm going to get mad at myself. See, KJ Britt should have gotten that one. I should have gotten Pinnock. Would not have gotten this one. I just did Cowboys. I should have remembered Fehoko. Cornell Powell was the guy I was trying to think of. Dang. Nick Neiman, obviously, to the Chargers. Frank Darby. Joshua Bledsoe. Marlon Tui. Yeah, it's Tui Pelotu. I just spelled it wrong. I'm going to give myself that one. Trey Hill out of Georgia. Would not have gotten Bohanna. I forget about that guy. I don't even like him. Roy Lopez, bad pick. Gary Brightwell, of course. Would not have gotten any of these. Grayson McMath, I should have remembered. Landon Young as well. Rashad Wildgoofs is just a fun name. Cole Van Lennon. Oh, that's who I was thinking. Again, he's a tackle to me, so I was looking at guard and thinking of guard. Brady Breeze. Khalil Herbert. How did I forget that one? Isaiah McDuffie. That's who I was trying to think of. That one. Tate Gowan. How did I miss Tate Gowan? Israel Mukuamu. I should have remembered him as well. I'm just used to seeing him as a safety now. Jimmy Morrissey. Jake Funk out of Maryland. That was his name. Matt Fornoy, of course. William Bradley King. James Wiggins. Trey Norwood. Chris Tonga. Chris Wilcox. Chris Garrett. All the Chris's I should have gotten. Presley Harvin and Kylan Hill. Oh, that one sucks to miss. But I think I did pretty good for the most part. I mean, the average score is 43%, so I still got... You see this thing right here? You're the kind of person my mother hoped I would date. So, I mean, obviously, I still did way better than the average person. I'm going to give myself 187 there, since I knew that was Tui Pelotu. I just didn't spell it right. But I think I did good. So if you guys want to go play this, go see if you can beat my score of 187. Go ahead down below. I'll leave a link to this website down below. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys liked the video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see all you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.